Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today, we're going to take a look at what's been going on at the Beijing Motor Show, including this machine, the brand new Honda Evasier. Now the Evasier comes with a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, and that's pretty much all we know about this machine, other than it will be available at the Chinese market later this year, so I'm assuming we're going to hear a lot more details coming very soon. Another SUV at the old show is the brand new Renault Koleos. The Koleos either comes with a 150 brake horsepower, normally aspirated 2-liter, or a 2.5-liter normally aspirated, making 186 brake horsepower. That is shifted through either a 6-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual, and will be available in front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive configurations. Another SUV shown off at the show is this, quite possibly, maybe, the brand new Touareg coming soon. As if you look very closely at this machine, it looks very, very ready for prime time, very production ready. But this is Volkswagen's T-Prime concept. Now, this particular concept comes with a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder that has a hybrid setup that has a 14.1 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion electric battery with an electric engine. They're talking about, combined with its 8-speed automatic, this vehicle is going to be able to get over 80 miles a gallon combined. So, thinking we may see this thing production ready very soon. We'll wait and see if we hear more. Next up, probably the most beautiful SUV maybe I've ever laid eyes on, the brand new CX-4 from the folks over at Mazda. Now this vehicle comes with a 2-liter, normally aspirated 4, making 155 brake horsepower, or a 2.5-liter, normally aspirated 4, making 185 brake horsepower. It's either shipped through a 6-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual, and it is all-wheel drive. Now, if you're in the Chinese market and you want to get a hold of one of these, you won't have to wait long. June of 2016, yes, only in a little over a month's time, this vehicle will be available. Next up on the list, Lexus showing off the brand new IS. Now, it's just a mid-cycle refresh, but what a refresh. Let's take a peek at that nose. There is a little bit of refinement to the rear end as well. Now, this vehicle still comes with its either 2-liter turbocharged 4, or you can opt up for the 3.5-liter normally aspirated V6, and depending on what configuration you gets around 250 brake horsepower, around 300 brake horsepower. That's either shifted through a 6-speed automatic or an 8-speed automatic, again, depending on what configuration you actually get it in. This vehicle will be available to the world coming very soon. Another vehicle shown off at the old Beijing Motor Show is Audi's brand new little hot rod, the TTRS. Now the brand new TTRS has got a turbocharged inline 5-cylinder making 400 brake horsepower and 354 pounds-feet of torque. And yes, it is all-wheel drive. The vehicle will be able to do 0 to 62 in just 3.7 seconds, but if you opt to have the roof lopped off, that does drop down to just 3.9 seconds. Now, this vehicle will be available in Europe and the rest of the world later this year, in fact, in fall of 2016. But if you're here stateside, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer, as it won't be here till 2017, probably mid-2017. Starting price for this vehicle starts out at 66,400 euros or 69,200 euros for the drop head. And next up on the list, another obsession for the Chinese market is long wheelbase cars, including this machine, the brand new A4L. Audi's brand new machine is actually over an inch longer in overall diameter, but somehow, some way, they've lost 240 pounds of weight out of the machine. That's a lot less for the 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, making 252 brake horsepower to lug around. And this vehicle is actually going to be available in late summer in the Chinese market. Another long wheelbase machine shown off at the old Beijing Motor Show is Jaguar's brand new XFL. Now, the new XFL has actually a ton of rear legroom, over 6 inches of additional legroom inside of this machine, and a very cool little feature if you're going to be driven around in this vehicle, and that is a clean exit detection system, actually made for the vehicle's parked, especially in a parallel parking situation. It monitors traffic and looks for an exit strategy for you to be able to get out of the machine safely without getting impacted by oncoming traffic. So, neat piece of kit from the folks over at Jaguar. And then probably a vehicle that's gone to the nth degree to really actually get as much interior space. It's BMW's brand new X1 LWD, yes, long wheelbase. This vehicle's actually lopped off the rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive system in favor of the 1 Series front-wheel drive system to gain as much interior space for this vehicle as possible, and especially in the interior. So, big to do from the folks over at BMW to make this kind of commitment, especially for the Chinese market, because for whatever reason, the Chinese really love to be chauffeured around, and I have to say that I would love that as well, so I'm not too very far from you. And last up on the list, this is something that I was supposed to do last Sunday. Totally forgot about it, and I shouldn't have. This is young New Zealander Hayden Pandan. He's a driver in the World Rally Championship. In fact, driving the brand new i20 for the folks over at the Hyundai World Rally team. And he took his inaugural maiden win in Rally Argentina, taking on all comers. In fact, beating out 2 Volkswagens on the podium, including last year's world champion and defending world champion, Sebastian Ogier. A great big win, first win for the brand new i20, only Hyundai's second win after, Terry Neuville, I think, won in Germany last year. So they got a tarmac win, now a gravel win, and Sebastian Ogier, the world champion in that Volkswagen, said he flat out drove me. So apparently Hyundai's got something for him. Going to be very intriguing the next several rallies just to see how they did. Big to do. I mean, the first ever New Zealander to actually win a round of the World Rally Championship. Big congratulations to Hayden Pandan. Big congratulations to the Hyundai World Rally team for this big win. So, pretty doggone cool. The 2 live stages they showed here stateside, it was quite enjoyable to get to see this win live on the old internets. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Don't forget to like us over on the Facebook page. Links down in the show notes. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.